Patrons, welcome to another inspiration video. This is inspiration video number 2 for the month of May 2021. And I just want to say, I can't believe it's May. Yep, I do this every time. But it's May, we're here. And just in case you didn't catch the first bonus video or inspiration video, I just want to say that, you know, the studio is going to be opening really soon. We're aiming for that end of summer mark. And when I say end of summer, what I'm thinking is probably late July, early August. And we have some work that we need to do, and also like me getting my mind around like going back into society, because I have been quarantined for over a year now. So fully vaccinated as of today, so I'm super excited about that. So for anybody who's new around here, these inspiration videos are just simply meant to like inspire you, right? Hopefully most of you are still like, you know, on the writing wagon and doing your thing and writing regularly. But sometimes we all need a little bit of inspiration and motivation and, you know, reminders about certain things in writing life that come up, right? And things that sometimes hinder us from writing. So that's what these are meant to do. They are fairly short. I try to keep them to 5 minutes or less. And I always end up going over sometimes, but I try. So today's quote is from an account on Instagram called Keely Schwart, and it was like a graphic where it had, you know, the carousel images, and I just thought that this was nice because it reminded me of like writing life, but I'll just read it and then I'll comment. Maybe the hardest thing to do is the bravest too. To keep going when you don't know where you're headed. To believe when it doesn't make sense to let go of what made you feel safe. And if the waves start to feel like all you wish you were, remember who you are and how you live and hurt without giving up. So I love it because it's so relatable to writing life. A lot of the times we have to keep going, even though we don't know where we're going to end up, right? Like we don't know if a book is going to get picked up. We don't know if a book is going to make it to the #1 Amazon category. We don't know if readers are going to receive it well. And we sort of just have to just go, right? We sort of just have to trust that everything is going to be fine in the end. And that is in itself brave, right? Because we take a lot of risks as writers. We put ourselves out there in order to entertain and educate and, you know, make people feel things. And, you know, it's oftentimes running the risk, you know, of us hurting too, right? Like, because obviously, like, bad things can happen when you put yourself out there, right? People can hurt your feelings, right? So we put ourselves out there, and that is so brave. I feel like that is so brave. And one of the parts in here, she said, you know, to believe when it doesn't make sense to, like, even writing wise, right? Like, the odds are usually like the odds on paper are not in our favor, right? But if we keep going and we keep being brave and we keep taking those risks, then who knows what can happen, right? We might end up where we want to be. And then one more part I wanted to comment on, she says to let go of what made you feel safe. I think it's like being safe as a writer, like, or always sort of staying in that space that's safe is like very dangerous, right? Because if you don't take risks, like you're never going to get to the thing that you want to get to, or the success that you want to get to. So you have to take risks. Success happens. I've said it a million times to our, you know, the writing community, our writing community, that like the magic happens, right, in all the discomfort. So push yourself to be uncomfortable, right? And push yourself to keep taking risks in your writing. And I also want you to know that you are brave, okay? You just writing and putting your work out there is one of the bravest things you can do. I hope you keep doing it. I hope you keep being brave. Okay, that's all I have for you all this month. And thank you again so much for being patrons. If you all need anything at all, you know how to find me. It's not hard. My email is my name. So just reach out if you need anything, and I'm here for you. And thanks so much for being patrons. Again, couldn't have gotten through a global pandemic without you all. So thank you again, and I'll see you next month. Bye.